So now we are going to look at demonstrate how to publish to GitHub Container Registry using a workflow. So we are going to take a look at our GitHub Actions Hello source code, and we are going to create a workflow over here. So we are going to go to GitHub Workflows. Let's add a file, and we are going to same again. We are going to build a Docker container and publish it to the GitHub Container Registry. So I'm going to name the file as GitHub Container Registry -publish.yaml. So I'm going to do deploy, or name would be deploy images to GSCR on push branches main, and the job. So first of all would be the job name would be push to GHCR, and it, let's say it runs on Ubuntu latest, and the permissions, it will need a permission section because we want to publish the Docker image. Contents would be read and package would be write. And now for the steps, the name would be check out GitHub Actions. So we are going to check out our code. So it will be actions checkout v2. And the next step would be we are going to log into our GitHub Container Registry. And it uses this action, Docker login action. And so the registry we are using would be ghcr.io username. So it needs a username, so it will be github.actor. So our username would be github.actor, whatever username I'm using, or whatever username you would be using, it would be substituted. And the password would be our GitHub token. So the next step would be let's build and push the image. So I'm going to build and push the image. It would be runs, and let's run some commands. So it would be docker build. A tag would be ghcr.io dollar github.repository owner. And the image name would be hello latest and docker push. And here again, the repository owner would be same as this name. So that's what it would be substituted with. So it will publish an image to this path, and it's tagged with this. So basically this will be replaced by this. And GitHub actor would be actually different than the owner. Actor would be the current user. Owner would actually be this. And where it clearly says owns this repository. But in my case, it would be the same because I am the owner and I am the actor. So over here it runs on, and over here it's packages, and over it will be run. So fixing some mistakes over here. And now let's commit our changes to the main branch. So now let's take a look at our actions. And I already had the main file over here or in the workflow, so we added another file. So let's take a look at those. So this is the new one that we added. So this is the new one actually, and it says error. Let's take a look at what is the error. So there seems to be an issue in the command. So I'm going to go back to our workflow and I'm going to edit it. Tag, was a space over there. So I'm going to run this again. And let's take a look at the actions. And you can actually click on the left over here and it will directly take you to that specific workflow. And there is an error again. So I mistyped the tag. So I'm going to go back to my workflow, click on edit, and it should be latest and not tag. I'm going to commit the changes. And now let's go to our actions. And I'm only interested in our deploy images to GitHub Container Registry. So now let's click on that. So it's building the container. So after a while, it finished, completed the job. And here are the logs. And now let's take a look at our packages to see if it was published. So I'm going to go to my repositories. So I'm going to click on the packages over here. And it published a package over here. And this is the one. It's called hello because remember we had named our image hello, published 1 minute ago. And if you want to use the package, you could do docker pull with the image name and tag and some of the other steps on how to pull this image. So this is how you can publish your Docker container or push your Docker image to the GitHub Container Registry.